Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Star Wars Let's Play. And things are not good. Not in game, but in the community of RimWorld. If you follow the game, you'll know that the game was recently updated to the beta 19 or beta 0.19. And unfortunately, a lot of mod authors decided to go ahead and update their mods, but rather than posting them as separate entries on Steam Workshop, they just overwrote their existing ones. And so that means that anybody using those mods in their beta 18 playthroughs just got their saves completely ruined. And I was one of those people. Luckily, because I am paranoid about these things happening, I frequently back up my mod folders. Generally, I don't use Steam Workshop at all because this is really only an issue with Steam Workshop. If you install mods manually in your games, this can't happen. But unfortunately, in RimWorld, many of the mods are only available on Steam Workshop, or they're constantly being updated. And if you want the best version, the best way to do that is through Steam Workshop. Now, unfortunately, that means when the game updates and they update to a new version of the game, you get stuck with that update too. But I did back up my mods fairly recently, and so I've been spending basically all of my free time in the last day or two just troubleshooting mod issues, trying to get my saves to function again. Star Wars is the first one I've recovered, so that's why I'm posting this on a Wednesday and not our World War I playthrough. But yeah, so unfortunately, thanks to those modders, my Let's Play saves were effectively bricked. I'm doing my best to get them back. I may or may not be able to recover all of them, but we'll see. At least I've got this one back. And I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there too that are under the same issue, and because they're not, YouTubers and don't have to worry about issues happening with their Let's Plays, they probably didn't back up their mods and are just absolutely screwed. Now, we are not out of the woods yet. As you can see, there's a lot of weird crap happening. Certain people have pink things over them. That's because they had hair from a mod that no longer supports this version of the game. And so we're going to have to go through and fix that. Our base is no longer roofed because much of our roof was from a mod that no longer supports this version of the game. And I'm sure there's other issues as well. So I'm going to do a couple things here. Also, I've got a new UI bug where my UI just disappears in certain locations. That is new as well. So I'm sure I can thank the update for that. But anyways, what we need to do here is a couple of things. First of all, I need to get to a place where I can see the UI. And we're going to get the clock running. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to do a bit of cheating first. I'm going to try to fix things to a degree. Oh my god. Shoot. I'm just going to clear it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of this, honestly. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to go into God mode. And again, I need my UI. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Zone area. We're going to build a roof area. And I believe if you do it in God mode, it will get done instantly. So it's not something that we'll have to wait for somebody to go do. But we need to roof over this entire area here. So hopefully this happens right away. Because this was, of course, covered by transparent roofing. It was a greenhouse, but that mod is gone now. So, let's just make sure that everything is covered. And let's see, what else? This is probably open in some locations as well, so let's just do this. Now, normally I don't like cheating, but in this case, it's kind of the only way to fix this. Because, if there was some in-game reason for my roof not being there, then fine, we'll sort it out the old-fashioned way. But because of a mod conflict, my base just getting instantly vented to the outside air and all my crops dying. That's not very fun. So we'll use God mode to fix that. And this is... Ooh, it's still unroofed. I wonder... No, okay. Yeah, so all my plants are going to die. Yeah, unfortunately, God mode did not build those instantly. Another thing we're going to have to do, and I'm going to cheat to do this because I shouldn't have had to do this, is I am going to throw a few things down in here. So I believe it's under furniture. Since we no longer have access to sunlight in here, I'm going to build some sun lamps through God mode. And that tree's in the way, but that'll just go right over it. And then I think it would be fair to... I don't know. Maybe a little bit more power, because that's going to be a huge draw on my grid that we didn't necessarily need before. Also, what happened to the lights that were in here? Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete this, if I can, if it'll let me. And then we're going to replace it with an upgraded version, and we'll call that fair. So destroy that, and then I'm going to do build copy, put it right here, and that isn't going to make up for all of the power that this is going to require, but we'll say good enough. Now then, let's get out of God mode, and I'm going to close the dev tools because otherwise this is never going to go away. Okay, and now I'll go ahead and start the timer, and the UI thing is still going to be a problem. We had a change mirror in here somewhere, and so I'm going to go ahead and have everybody whose hair has disappeared go ahead and, change their hair. I don't know where it went, though. I guess we can use this. Oh, no, that's not it, is it? Yeah, that's the mending attachment. Where did the change mirror go? It's in somebody's bedroom, I thought. But I'm not seeing it now. Ah, well, great. We should have one. I'm wondering if mod issues... You know what? I'm going to cheat that in as well. That'll be the last thing I cheat in, but we're going to build a change mirror. So it's under furniture, I believe. And let's see. Maybe under furniture plus? Or is it not even running? I'm pretty sure I got that mod to work, but it's possible I didn't. Oh, there it is. Okay. And we'll just put it down here, I guess. Alright, and then let's get out of God mode, and I guess I don't need to technically do that if I close this. But there we go. Now we need to basically give everybody who has this pink box a new hairstyle. So let's see. What do we want? That looks like old lady hair. So that works for you. Kenta, your armor disappeared. That's concerning. So I'll have to figure out what the deal is with that. I wonder if we're missing a mod there. I'll have to look into that. Oh, weird. So it appears, but only with certain hairdos. I don't know. I really liked his old hair. That sucks. Well, we can go shaved head. We can give him... The tuft is kind of close to what he had. The scorpion tail is sort of similar. He had like a... What do you call it? Sort of like the Viking style, like ponytail, but with the sides shaved. Like an undercut type of thing. I guess that's close. Maybe he can grow a beard. Actually, that's pretty spot on. Let's do that one. Okay, and that fixed his armor as well. I'm glad that that worked out. May, you need new hair. By the way, these guys are still on their way back. They're going to be a little bit short on food, but it's fine. Somebody made a good point that I didn't consider, and that is that, yeah, these are the ones that don't work anymore. But that is that we would have had enough food if we hadn't taken on an additional person. The additional person is what caused us to be short on food coming back, and that, you know, makes perfect sense. So yeah, I didn't think about that in the last episode, and that was a good observation. I don't know. I really liked her original hair, but we can't use it anymore. So I might just pick something random and then give her a hat. Let's see. Yeah, and all of those, unfortunately, bug out her uniform, too. Sure, there you go. I'll probably just give her a hat. And we got Jade and Mordant. Are they the only ones left? I think so. Yeah, luckily none of the Star Wars mods got updated right away, otherwise we'd be totally hosed. And I do have those backed up, so even if they do get updated, I can overwrite them with the backed up version I have. Who is this? Jade? It's a bummer. I liked her original hair too. I guess that works. Maybe she got a haircut when she got her Stormtrooper armor or something. Now it's short. And then finally Mordant. Let's get your hair cut. And then we're sort of back to business as usual. Although we are going to take a pretty significant hit here, I would wager. Just because all of our food pretty much got destroyed. Or at least all of the crops got destroyed. Let's see, Mordant. How about... Those are like the same thing, just flipped. Comb over, sure. Or that one. There we go. Okay, and that can go away. There's still certain areas where my UI is not working, and I don't know why that is. It seems like when I zoom in, it's fine in most places. I'm wondering if it's these? I don't know, but as long as I know I can pan around and get it back, that's not the worst thing in the world. And I can still issue commands with the mouse, so yeah, it still functions, just not great. But oh, we lost the, what do you call it? The vitals monitors that were on the wall as well. That was another casualty of mod updates. Okay, let's see. Let's generate the planet real quick and figure out where our people are at. See how much food they have left, or don't have left. But they should be back fairly soon. I'm looking forward to, you know, getting them back to work. 2 days, 1.4 days worth of food. So yeah, they're going to go about a half day without food, which isn't the end of the world by any means. But obviously, it's not ideal. So we'll try to avoid that in the future. Hopefully these are getting roofed off. All of this died though. No, this is still unroofed. And even though this is indoors, it's being vented. So the prison just got incredibly cold. And not just because cold is in here. Hopefully you're not going to freeze to death. No, you're fine. Yeah, you guys are okay. I don't like that she has armor though. That's something I need to maybe look into. Oh, fire. Great. One of my sun lamps exploded, and it hasn't even done anything yet. You guys are set to fight fires, right? Yeah. Well, at least Mara is, because Cold's not capable of it. Come on, Mara, run over there. Looks like Mars has it. It's honestly not that big a deal. Just please get to it before the lamp gets destroyed. Okay, can you repair that too? Okay, Kepin was actually pretty close. Can we maybe get some more roofs down? That would be great. I guess they're going to take a while on that. Yeah, so food might become an issue for a little while. I don't know what happened here. I can't really tell because of... So that's unroofed too. I think we had solar roofing over that. Can I get my UI back? Yeah, let's see. So build roof area. It will get built there, it's just not built yet. Unfortunately, this is probably going to start getting too cold. Luckily, they are heated independently, but these walls are not going to make for great insulation. And so, if they don't get on this quick, we're going to have problems. I can't prioritize the building of roof areas, though. Maris, did I give you that? I don't remember giving you this. But I must have. Otherwise, you snatched it up off the ground or something? I don't know. But I don't remember giving her robes. Maybe I did. Maybe I did and I just forgot. Oh, Zash needs new hair as well. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. So yeah, we very narrowly almost had a premature end to this playthrough. But luckily, after many hours, I was able to get it working again. With some issues, as you've seen. But now I have everything that's currently in this particular version of this playthrough. All these mods are backed up, and so as long as the developers and Steam allow me to opt in to Beta 18, we should be fine. But obviously this was a major inconvenience, and it certainly changed a few things in the playthrough. I don't like having to cheat, but I also don't like having to completely abandon stuff I've, put a lot of planning and effort into setting up. So I don't know how long it's going to take us to recover this area, especially since these are all vented. And for whatever reason, these doors don't seem to work properly. They're not being held open. They just have decided not to close. I don't know why. But even if they could, the vents are going to be a problem. We could, of course, close the vents. But it's not going to make much of a difference. The prison being cold isn't really an issue. These people will be unhappy that they're cold, but they're not going to die from it. The issue is all these crops being killed. And let's see. Ah, right. So these are dying as well. Why are they dying? It's pretty warm in here, actually. That should be powered on. And I do need to keep an eye on the batteries. They seem to be doing alright. Ooh, are they though? Come on, show me the time of day. There we go. No, they're really not. We shouldn't be losing that much power in broad daylight. We should not. So, we don't have advanced components. That's something we need to fix. I am probably going to pause this, and I'm going to ask them to do maybe 20 of these. So, as soon as that one's finished... Hang on. Come on, really? No, what are you doing? God damn it. That's my fault. There we go. Come on, come back. Finish what you're doing, and then we'll start the other ones. But yeah, we want advanced components so we can start crafting those. We'll eventually recycle the old ones and replace them with advanced ones. That is to say the solar panels, not the components. We'll still need regular components. But obviously we need more power. So let's put that up ahead. And I don't think I'll have our prisoner working on that because I don't know that it's going to be very easy to set up the logistics for that. I believe they're slightly more complex in terms of things required. Let's see. Yeah, so we would have to get components, gold and uranium stockpiled in here for him to make those. I think it's easier to just have him continue making the regular ones for us and then let our crafters work on the advanced stuff. Let's see, what are we doing here? We have 2 armors started by Kepin, but he hasn't finished either, or really made any significant progress on either. Unfortunately, he's also locked everybody else out from that. And that's really frustrating. Because we only have one queued up, and so nobody else is going to come down here and work on this. Because he's started them both. So unless I go ahead and add another, like if I ask for maybe a second Mando armor, you know what, here's what I'll do. I'm going to add a bill for a regular one. Let's just do regular Mando armor. And that's probably too expensive. Well, I mean, we can probably afford it, but it's going to be a lot closer to what we can, the max that we can afford than I would like. But it's just something to, you know, maybe keep like boss busy. Come on, go make some Mando armor. One of these is for you anyways. Oh, Pathfinder's going to do it. Good on you, Pathfinder. Just see it through, please. I don't want a bunch of half-finished projects around. Although calling those half-finished is being generous. They're probably barely started. Where are you guys at? Oh, good. You're almost home. Almost home. Boss, why will you not work on anything? There's plenty for you to do. You're capable of construction and crafting, and I know I have you prioritized for both. So, let's see. These are indoor areas now. That's a good start. Now we just need to melt all the frost off of them, which is going to be a tall order. We did get more heaters in here, I think, in the last episode, so that will help. Oh, and one there, but obviously we need to, you know, heat this whole area first before we can grow anything there. And we have to decide what... I just want to see this character. Let's see. It's not going to let me look at his stats until he gets back. But we need to figure out what we're going to do with him when he returns. As soon as I see his skills, I'm sure I will recall what we intended for him. But until then, I'm not so sure. Can we afford another one of these? It looks like we can. I'm going to go ahead and do that because power is in short supply right now. And we're just going to run a conduit like so. I would like some sort of way station out here. I keep mentioning that, but I would like one. And I think we'll have it house some batteries, as well as maybe some defenses. I'm not sure yet. I would really like multiples of these. From what I hear, they are fantastic. We obviously haven't really had an opportunity to test them in any of our playthroughs, because they're very difficult to get. But from what you guys have told me in the comments, they are incredibly efficient, and so I'd like to have multiples just to help us with our defenses. Granted, again, I think I'd rather have the laser turrets, but that's a little bit of a ways off. That one is still working, right? Like, we do still have that mod? Yeah. Okay. Actually, we're most of the way through there. Unfortunately, we do have to do the turrets separately, so this is only going to give us access to the guns. And I don't remember if too many of you weighed in on my thoughts on those, as to like whether or not we should use them. I had discussed in the last episode maybe using them as sort of experimental weapons, not something that we're going to field en masse, but maybe having one or two here and there. And so if you guys have an opinion on that, I'd like to hear it. What else can we do? There's a few other things I'd like to look at. We don't have... You know, I completely botched this. We slaughtered a puppy for what I thought was... like, potentially dog genetic material. But I don't think we got anything. So, I think that was a failed experiment. Not in the sense that, like, they didn't succeed, but in the sense that it didn't do what we hoped it would do. So, we need actual wolves, which means I need to either sacrifice the wolf that we have, Pandora, or I need to find a male and get them breeding. Let's see, I don't need you to have a master. You're bonded, so that's okay. I don't want you rushing into battle, though. No, I do want you trained. Don't want you guys fighting. With the wolf, maybe. But honestly, dogs just take too much damage. You know what? I need to change this up, actually. It should be like that. Yeah, keep the puppies indoors. The adults can do what they please. Well, not what they please, but they should be helping out all around. And they do need to be trained for hauling. But yeah, it would appear that the Huskies do not get us the genetic material we need. I would really like to make the wolf muscles, though, because I've been told that they do not go into the same slot as the muffalo muscles. So, for example, wait, did Ox lose his muffalo muscles? Or was it Boss? Boss got him, okay. I knew it was one of the big guys. So, Boss got the muffalo muscles. That's injected into the spine. The wolf muscles go in the legs, and that just enhances their speed. But yeah, there is a lot I would like to do. How many advanced components do we have? This UI thing is gonna drive me nuts. Let's see, that's not it. Did they get moved to a stockpile? Is it just not gonna show up on here? Huh. I don't know where that went. Oh well. I guess it can't be helped. And I should probably unforbid one of these. Who's about to break? Ox, why are you about to break? No particular reason. Okay, well I can't really help that. Alright. So another thing I'd like to do, now that we have the ability to put down soil, is in the areas where we have hydroponics basins, I might want to remove them in favor of the soil. That way when, for example, we lose... Oh, I completely forgot. We need even more of these, because these were also lit by the sun. Or they had glass roofs, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we lost those as well. But anyways, now that we have the ability to put down soil and till it indoors, I think that's a better option than all of these hydroponics basins, because the hydroponics basins obviously can be damaged. If they aren't powered or if they're damaged for too long, the crops in there will die. And it's a pretty short time frame, whereas in soil, it takes quite a while for something to die from neglect or whatever. Let's also queue up some more mining over here. So yeah, a lot of plans are unfortunately going to have to change. Oh, something's happening because the game just crapped itself. There we go. Let's cancel this. And what are we dealing with? Pirates. Whoa. Okay, and a lot of them are bugged. It looks like they're mostly using conventional weapons. I don't see anybody with... Luckily they spawned on that side. I don't see anybody with any rocket launchers, so that's good. Yeah, it looks like there's a good mix of melee weapons in there, and then everything else is ballistic. So, yeah, I mean, other than the Molotovs. But that's not too bad. Is there anybody in here that's potentially force sensitive? Let's try to check before we go slaughtering. No, 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 no. This is going to be really tricky because there's a lot of people packed in there. No, no, and no. You're not. You have a shield, though, apparently. I can vaguely see it. No, 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 and no. I don't think any of them are force sensitive. No, it doesn't look like it. Like, you guys are force sensitive still, right? That's something I didn't check. Yeah, okay. Good. I was a little worried there. But yeah, let's get this turned on. Let somebody activate that. Wait, what did I just do? I definitely hit the wrong thing there. Boss, what are you up to right now? I need you to go turn this on, please. No, not going to do that. Okay, well, Karon's going to do it. That's fine, as long as somebody does it. Oh, they're going to try to punch their way through here. That's concerning. I mean, if they do, they're going to punch through. It's going to take them forever, first of all. But if they do, they're going to punch through right into this. As long as it's turned on, which, at this rate, I don't know if it'll be ready in time. God. I'm going to call up a few people to stand by. Actually, I'm not going to do it yet. Because if they decide to go this way, it is going to take them forever. I don't know why they wouldn't just go around. I honestly don't understand their logic here. And it's really only Giggles that's trying. Is he on like a mental break or something? No. Yeah, I don't know. Another hydroponics basin down. I don't know what they're doing because they're obviously not actively assaulting. Otherwise, they'd all be at this or they'd all go around. Excuse me, around. And so, I think he's just being weird, but he will eventually get through that. And after a while, he will eventually punch through to here. This is still not turned on. She's making her way, though. And I think as soon as he breaks through this tile, I might call people in, or obviously if they decide to assault before then. But I'll set some people up right here to just unload into the choke point, and I think that'll work out pretty well. I wish we had some more rapid fire weapons though. I think the E11s are a nice balance. The longer weapons like the T21 are very slow firing, although I think the other one is fairly rapid. Which one was that? Did we sell it, or does somebody have it? Somebody might have it. I hope somebody has it. I can't imagine selling that, but I may have done it unintentionally, or, you know, who knows what happened with all the mod shenanigans going on. Boss doesn't have it. Jade doesn't have it. Who has it? Hi. She has it. Okay. This thing, I believe, the DL-T19 Heavy Blaster, shoots pretty fast, I think. It's like a burst fire weapon. Yeah. So that one is the closest thing we have to like a light machine gun. And, okay, that's active. It would almost be better. You know what? I don't know how quickly they'll do this, but if we could deconstruct that, I think I'd rather just have nothing in the way. Because if we obviously take cover here, this thing is going to be shooting past us, and that could be very bad. Somebody might take a anti-material round in the back, and that's no fun. So we'll have to figure something out in that regard, but I don't know what their whole deal is. I wish they would come around. If Heth were here, I would have Heth come harass them, but he's not, and looks like they are going to be very hungry. What are you guys up to? Just wandering. Okay. Alright, he's nearly through. Well, I hate to leave this one on a cliffhanger, guys, but we are kind of out of time. I'm recording this very, very late in the evening. It's like 3:30 a.m. right now. But I wanted to get a RimWorld video out after not having one for like a day and a half. And also finally getting it working. I didn't want to, you know, risk getting it working and then just calling it a day and then coming back and then not being able to get it working again. So, yeah. I figured I would just jump on it immediately. And I don't like leaving off in the middle of raids, but it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything for at least a little while. So I might run the game off camera a little bit and see if they'll do anything or if I'm going to have to bait them. And then obviously we have to wait for these guys to get back too. And at this rate, maybe they will get back before this kicks off. But I am looking forward to finally seeing what this thing can do. Especially if they do manage to dig through here and they're funneling themselves through like a one-wide tile thing. It's going to look a little bit like the D-Day scene in Saving Private Ryan, I imagine, but maybe not. And what else? I think that's about it. Oh, I need names. Don't forget to continue submitting names because yeah, Carolee still needs a name. And then I was going to rename this guy as well because I was having a hard time pronouncing it. Something that's vaguely, you know, alien would be nice though. But I guess in Star Wars everybody's got kind of a strange name anyway, so anything works, I suppose. But yeah, don't forget to keep submitting names, and don't forget to use the tag, hashtag Star Wars name. I know a lot of people have forgotten about that, but it makes it a lot easier for me to find them. And if it's easier for me to find, it's easier for me to use, and it's more likely that I'll use it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I sort of had a great time playing some RimWorld with you. I'm just glad that I was able to prevent this from being the end. Hopefully you guys are as well. We'll continue this a little bit longer, but I think for our playthroughs, I'm going to start trying to wind them down just because I don't know how much longer Beta 18 is going to be viable for RimWorld. So we will try to find an endgame sort of thing. It's not going to be super immediate because there is still a lot I would like to do in this playthrough, but we should probably look for an end at some point because otherwise we might not have any game left to play if they continue updating. So thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.